Adventure 2, Adventure 3, leaving the park.
10-4, Adventure 3. Make sure you set your odometer 0. Put your headlights on, and we'll see you when we get there.
So this is the second to the last video that Sue and I are doing on our Traversing Michigan Adventure Caravans RV guided tour. And the thing that became blatantly obvious when we were working on this was how difficult it has been to boil down everything that we see and do in 30-minute little packages. I'm here to tell you that if you want to maximize the efficiency of your traveling, seeing the most that you can at each of the places that you're visiting, this absolutely is the way to go. We don't necessarily think, looking back now, that we missed much, and who knows, maybe we will be back, but the USA is a big place, and we have plenty of other places on our list, and we feel satisfied that we did this adventure right, doing it on the tour.
It's day 18 and it's a travel day, and everybody is starting to head out. We're heading up to Sault Ste. Marie. We're going to be crossing the Big Mac bridge, so this will be an adventure for us, again, out of our comfort zone.
Well, here we go. We're leaving this campground and relocating to the next. When I looked at this footage, it was kind of funny because it seems like the only time we get in heavily wooded campgrounds like this is when we're traveling with Adventure Caravans. Bravo for picking out places like this. Sue and I are glampers, and it was actually a welcome change. Here you'll see that we're going across the Mackinac Bridge, and we're paying our toll for the second time because we've crisscrossed it twice. One time they charged us $14, one time they charged us $19. Not complaining. We like to support a bridge like this, and it was painless. Stopping and paying and going across. We'll see how it is going to Niagara when we cross into Canada in a couple of weeks.
So it's the 4th of July, and we all just traveled today. We're in Sault Ste. Marie, and we're doing a cookout. So we really are circling up the wagons. You can see all the Adventure Caravan. There's our gathering. And a few more back there. Circle them up. Ooh, oh boy. Looking good. Oh yeah, don't lose that one. Oh. Well, of course, you're the grill father. Wow, what a feast. I'll get it with everybody chowing down here. They decided that we're going to have our driver's meeting now rather than do it tomorrow, because tomorrow it's supposed to rain and we have no place to congregate except outside. So driver's meeting's going on right now. And here we are at the Museum Ship Valley Camp. You can see it really is a ship. It's the largest Great Lakes Maritime Museum. It's got over 100 exhibits in the cargo area. So this is a cool display, actually showing the freighter that we're in right now. This is it. And because of these super ships, they're actually making some super locks.
So this was called the windlass room, and it was the anchor machinery room. So the guided tour that we're on is kind of an overview of what we can do and see by ourselves when we finally are done with the overview.
Wow. Next stop, Tower of History.
In the museum that we were just in, when we were at the Valley Camp, we were there. And then tonight, at 4 p.m.-ish, 4:30, we're leaving the campground. And we're going to be getting on that yellow cruise boat with our picnic supper. And I'm wondering if we're going to actually go drive in the
Ladies and
loch.
gentlemen, welcome aboard the Diesel Vessel Holiday. We want to thank you for choosing to sail with the original Sault Ste. Boat Tours today for your maritime adventure.
Looks like they've got a viewing section up here if you don't get on the boat.
Yep.
You
Well, if you have
can
a
see it.
successful transit, they'll give you a 10. But if something happens, it's all downhill from there.
All right, the gates are closing behind us. Okay, there's a buzzing sound and the gates are opening.
Turn of the last century, there was millions.
So Sue sacrificed herself to do all the video recording back when I was shoveling my sandwich in. And so right now, she's quickly but efficiently eating her lunch. She's a little bit shy, you see, but in a moment she'll be back on task, and then I can sit down and relax like I usually do. So when these guys came up, I thought they were going to do something with this cable, this line here. And Tim here, part of our crew here, he's got a slicker on. He's got kind of the salty yeoman's look, you know, with the pepper gray hair. He's got the coveralls on. If it wasn't for this, they would have went, ahoy, matey! Last night, I studied the parking at this museum, the Shipwreck Museum here. And you can see that it has small car parking when you first enter the parking lot. And then it has some back-in only, RV parking only. I erred on the side of caution and got here super early. And Tim has taken that angle spot. And we have taken this one here. This is when men were men. Either a team of two people, one on each side, turning these wheels. Probably could put a crank on this side. Yeah, it does. And they're cranking away, and these pistons in there are providing the air that goes through all of this hose of limited length. Look at how heavy that hose is. And you're the poor guy that is inside this suit here. And to make sure you sink to the ground, you got this weight on you and probably ropes on the weight so that you can retrieve them later. I'd like to stick your head in this thing and try to get some work done and not worry about the fact that you might not make it back. Wow. This is the diving suit that was used to help them hook up to the Edmund Fitzgerald's bell and bring it back to the surface. Unbelievable. Look at the leap in technology. The suit actually had its own propellers. This is probably one of the coolest demonstrations or displays of a Fresnel lens that I've seen, where it shows it in its entirety without the outside of the lighthouse blocking your view of everything, and you can see that not only is it supported super stout, but you look down below and it's the drive gearbox and mechanism. We were just inside the residence, which was apparently a side-by-side duplex on the inside. Top and bottom was one half, and top and bottom on the other half of the building. So it's kind of a unique setup.
So we're on our way to Tacomenon Upper Falls, and we're winding through the highway here, and Mark and I were just talking about how we really are being pushed out of our comfort zone. And I don't think I would take this road unless Adventure Caravan plotted it for us and we knew it was safe and other people had gone there and we weren't going to end up in an area that's going to be low trees or just really hard to maneuver. So we figured, well, we'll keep doing this. We'll exhaust all of the caravans we can and try them all. You know, that's kind of the way that we're finding comfortable getting off the interstate and into some of these more wooded areas and winding highways.
So once again, we are outside of our comfort zone. When you're driving one of these big boys, if you don't get here at the crack of dawn, you're going to have nothing. But we are traveling outside of our comfort zone, once again, courtesy of the company that's given us the confidence.
Took a turn and Mark's all excited, said, whoa, this is worth it. It wasn't so bad.
So look at it, the flow and the difference in the distance, and realize that the highest flow was 4 times what you're going to look at.
"92 steps up. We can do this." Good morning. It is July 7th. It's Sunday. And this is day 21 of our Adventure Caravan. But we arrived yesterday. So today is a free day, and actually Mark and I decided to take it a little easy, and we just slept in today. But a lot of our fellow travelers had an adventure this morning. A lot of them actually signed up and went on the glass bottom boat tour. And they were going along the shores, which is supposed to be beautiful, and they're also going over the wrecks, hence the glass bottom. But this afternoon we hooked up with Tim, and we took a ride up to the Munising Falls. So I'm thinking, okay, we're right here. You are here. Walk over to Waterfall, and then we'll take that path up to the Sandpoint and Marsh Trail and Sandpoint Beach. So there's actually 2 upper viewing areas. This is the one that's accessed from the lower viewing area. Now on the other side you can see that's where that path going up will lead you. Oh, there we go. Wow. Actually are doing our dinner tonight off the grounds of the campground. We're actually going to be in their firehouse this right away. Ooh. So we've got some desserts happening first, then we've got chicken, and we've got beef pasties, we've got salad, apples, and of course you might want a little gravy on that.
At 5.4 miles, we hit that traffic circle. Make the first right on the M28, just like we're coming up the road to here.
We're not going to end up getting what we want, so we're just taking. We're taking two things.
Chuck is looking to steal. It's a steal. Mark, they're going to know it's July 8th. It's Monday, and this is day 22 of our Adventure Caravan. So we're still in Munising, Michigan, and it's actually a free day for most of the day. Later on today, we're going to be taking a cruise on the lake over to Pictured Rocks. But we've got the day free, so we went on trail links and we were trying to see what kind of trails are around here. And we came across this one. It had like 5-star reviews. Part of it goes along Lake Superior, and it's called the Iron Ore Heritage Trail. One of our fellow travelers, actually, they were both on this trail yesterday, and they said it was really nice. So the weather's looking good. There's rain later, but I think we're hitting it right. It's not hot. It's comfortable. Right, so we just came off the crushed gravel, and we're now on pavement, and we are right next to the lake. So we're off the actual trail, but we're in downtown Marquette, and you can see how cool it is here. So this is pretty cool and unusual. It actually has the trail going through the city. That's a designated trail. It's not just a sidewalk. You can see it does come right through the city. So you can see it's not all city riding either. Wow, we are deep in the woods, and yet not far from civilization. That's right. This is beautiful. So we went out quite a ways, and we're about 17 miles into our bike ride right now. We're back at the ore docks. It's a beautiful area. And this is where we decided to stop and have our lunch. We usually do pack a lunch when we're doing bike rides, because you just never know when you're going to get hungry. So I'm excited. We're here very early because we want to make sure we get under cover for our seat and on a correct side for better viewing. So let's go.
It's the right-hand side of the boat.
Oh yeah, that's
The right-hand side.
pro tip, right side. That's the
Adventure Caravan, the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Look at us, we even got a couple of extras. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Good morning. It is actually day 23 already on our Adventure Caravan. It's Tuesday, July 9th. Today is actually a bus day. We are hopping on the motorcoach today, and we're going to drive over to a Cliffs shaft mine tour. They also have a museum that we can explore afterwards. But mining was really big in this area at one point, so this should be really interesting. I'm telling you, this caravan really is showing us and giving us a chance to experience a lot of what Michigan is as far as now and history. Once we're done with that, we're going to be driving into downtown Marquette. That's where we're going to be able to walk around and explore a little bit and have lunch. And then we're ending it with the Marquette Maritime Lighthouse Tour. At the Cliffs shaft mine right now, and it's actually on the National Register of Historic Places. It truly is representing the history of Marquette's area with iron mining. Boy, they show every aspect of what it took.
Hello?
Blasting area. So we're split into two groups, and the even group, or the odd group, went down into the shaft already. We're the even group, and we're going outside for our beginning.
And that's what they brought these in here now and then split off. I believe those would have been DC motors there and split off AC motors here to power up what is going to be known as the C shaft over here, the C head frame.
So this is the C shaft. C is in cat coming out of the mine. And the way I understand it, the ore would come up by virtue of this pulley setup, but actually it would end up, the machinery is probably up on this area, but the product actually came up and would go around and was dumped out here and went on a conveyor out to be loaded on the barges.
In a small mine like this, chances are the guy who was on the shift worked on the shift with you, so you just walk by and went, hey, no, Toyo, hey, Bob, Steve, you know, and he hand you your brass check. You bring that back up at the end of the shift, you carry it with you all the time, and those of us who've been in the service might understand if there's no other way to identify you, at least they can take out your brass check and go, oh, he used to be number one. That we poked our heads in the door are right up over our heads right here. Those smaller motors that we saw then split off all of that electricity and send it via these cables going down to operate everything that was done in this heavy hoisting system. Okay, Duck, think about what you're doing there. Watch your head. Watch your head. Come on in. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. If you hear any cracking noises, then turn around and get the hell out of here. Eh? If you hear any cracking, I'll be the first one out. Watch your head. Wherever you go, watch your head.
So as I'm in the restroom here, minding my own business, I see this picture that's drawn here that shows on railroad cars a little platform for your feet and a little pedestal with a hole in it. And you can imagine what this was for down in the mine.
Just got off the bus and we're looking for some place to eat. We are now in downtown Marquette, Michigan, Upper Michigan. All right, this is it. We decided to go for the Iron Bay. Nice thing is they do have outdoor seating. I hope we can get something outdoors.
You look like a pretty spunky group. No running on the stairs.
So I'm looking out at the water here, And you can visualize a freighter all empty coming in and parking next to this loading facility that they used to have, and a freighter could park on either side of it, and then those 75 doors or 75 chutes would open and fill it up, and then it would go back out. Well, because of the windows shining in back of me, very difficult to show, but this map here highlights how dangerous Lake Superior is. All of these ships on here represent the names and the year and the size of the ship when it went down. And on our Adventure Caravans tour, we are of course in Marquette right now, but we were in Munising before that, and we were in Sault Ste. Marie before that. And some of those museums that we went to, we did a lot of talking about the Edmund Fitzgerald, and wouldn't you know it, here it is. Look at how close it came to making it. If it would have got in this rounded out harbor here, or bay let's call it, it would have made it.
It's a travel day today. There's Mark, we're getting ready. It's July 10th, it's a Wednesday, and we're leaving Munising, Michigan, Upper Peninsula. We're heading over to Mackinac City today. So we're going to spend about 4 days, kind of really getting a lot of chances to explore Mackinac Island. Excited about that. So we're getting ready to pull out, and you can see a lot of our fellow caravanners are getting ready also. Here we go. Our red bus is here, and we're going to a Lumberjack show. Mark is turning water off.
Who's going to be cheering for Dakota Robarge over here in the Mackinac City camp? Who's going to be cheering for Owen Propel over there on the Mill Creek camp? All right, camps cheering on. Help them out. Choppers ready. 1, 2, go! We're putting some good hits in. Who's going to make that turn first? There they go, in sync, right together. Cheer these guys on. Help them out. Anybody's race. Help them out there, Mill Creek. Get ready to cheer loud and cheer quickly. When they hit that second red line, that is when the fun is going to start. All right, climbers are ready. 1, 2, go!
Mark is totally impressed with what these guys did and how strong they are.